So recently we just got the PlayStation Showcase livestream, which is like a Nintendo Direct, but not as disappointing. And there was a lot of interesting reveals there. Most of it I don't care about. There was only one thing I actually cared about, and that was the Spider-Man 2 gameplay trailer and Kraven the Hunter trailer. Now, if you guys don't know, I am a huge fan of the I screwed that up. I'm a huge fan of Insomniac's Spider-Man series. I think the first game is amazing in terms of story and gameplay. It is one of my favorite games of all time. I love that game so much. And Miles Morales, so the story kind of sucked. The gameplay was amazing, and honestly I think it was way better than the original game. So I'm hoping that they improve on the gameplay here and make it even better than those previous games, because those games were already good. So hoping it's better. Saying some positives I have about this game before the one thing I'm actually kind of worried about, because last time I talked about an issue I had, I didn't mention the positives and everyone just assumed I hated the product. Visually, the game looks amazing. It's the PS5, it's obviously gonna look amazing, which by the way, I'm very certain PlayStation won the console wars at this point. And for the story, I was thinking they were gonna do a retelling of Kraven's Last Hunt, which is one of the most iconic Spider-Man stories of all time. I thought that's what they were gonna do, but no, they're actually doing something kind of different. The story so far, from what I could tell, was about Peter Parker and Miles Morales trying to save the Lizard from getting hunted by Kraven the Hunter, which I think is a pretty cool story, and also throwing in the symbiote story in there. I like it. I think it's cool. And taking a look at the gameplay, I really love the symbiote gameplay, or at least the very small glimpse we saw of it, because the gameplay trailer mostly focused on Miles Morales. I think it looked great here, and Miles Morales looks amazing as always. Like I said, I love the gameplay for Miles Morales, and I think it's better than PS4 Spider-Man. So I know you're probably wondering, what's the issue, you lying, clickbaiting son of a bitch? Well, I gotta get back here now. Well, my issue is actually relating to the story, which I know I just said I think the story sounds good, but my main issue is with Miles Morales in this story. He didn't have a huge part in the PS4 game, which honestly wasn't that big of a deal. It was mostly focused on Peter Parker and Mary Jane Watson. The thing I'm worried about most is if he's just thrown in there to have a switch up in the Spider-Man gameplay, which we already are getting with the Venom symbiote suit. So I'm hoping that they have more of a focus on Miles Morales on this one, because this could be an interesting story to have Miles Morales in it. Since he wasn't in Kraven's Last Hunt or the original symbiote story, having him in there is a huge story opportunity. I'm taking these glasses off, because we could see the Venom symbiote from a different perspective. So as you guys know, when Peter Parker has the symbiote suit, he turns into an asshole. So it'd be cool to see that from a different perspective, especially Miles Morales' perspective. I hope we have a B plot or C plot, I don't know how many plots are going to be in this game, which focuses on Miles Morales trying to figure out the Venom symbiote suit and what exactly is happening to Peter Parker. I think that'd be really cool to have him have a huge story point in this story, if that makes sense. One really cool boss fight that I would love to see in this game is have Miles Morales fight Peter Parker in the Venom suit. That'd be a really cool boss battle. We haven't seen each of them fight each other other than that one time in PS4, but I'm not really counting that one, which I think is kind of what they're hinting at looking at the Spider-Man 2 title reveal. So I think that's kind of what they're teasing, and I really hope they do that in this game, but there isn't enough here to really judge exactly what is going to happen in the story. It's something that I hope that they do, which I'm worried they might not do, but I'm hoping they do. If that makes sense. Anyway, subscribe.
Try to blend in with the crowd.
I could blend in a whole lot better if you shut the fuck up.
They can't hear him. Why are you... I don't understand.